So you are looking out to make that initial cash flow of money. I get that. In this particular video, we're just going to walk through small little 4 little steps that I've written for you that has helped me make initial cash flow. And these steps I was able to discover after around 10 to 12 months of not having money altogether. It's like I wasn't selling when I supposed to be selling, and I should have been making money. I should have been making more impact, and I should have been probably having more cash flow than expected, because I did not knew how to sell. I did not knew these tips. I did not knew how to make initial cash flow. Being an introvert entrepreneur, like I just did not knew those things. And then I was like, okay, the moment I started making that initial cash flow, I was like, okay, because most of us, when we are starting off, we struggle to do a lot of things. Not just create a course, we struggle to do everything. So like script a course, record a course, edit a course, launch a course, talk to people, communicate with people, build a business, build a funnel, talk to the CA, get that GST ready, go to the bank, get the credit card. Do I need to have a credit card? Do I need to have a bank card? Like, we get scared all the time, we get frozen all the time, we don't know what to do, and we get lost all the time. So that's when it's like a ticket. How can you make the initial cash flow? When I was just going through that thought process, okay, if you know these 4 things, these 4 points, you might probably be able to make that initial cash flow when you're starting our business. So this video particularly comes with the terms and conditions as well. Like there's a disclaimer, and we're just going to walk through it because nothing comes easy. It comes with the cost. Everything comes with the cost. Every commitment comes with 2 things: time as well as money. So you have to be open for the journey. And how can you make that initial cash flow? Let's dive. Let's dive deep into this particular video. The first step is you should definitely be a part of a community. Any community. You are into designing, be a part of a community. You are into logo designing, be a part of a community. You want to get into fashion designing, be a part of the community. You want to teach people soft skills, be a part of the community. You want to teach people systems, be a part of a community. Being a part of a community is always going to be helpful. You'll have momentum, accountability, like-minded people, like vision people, that the flow will be there. You can speak to people, you can interact with people. So when you're part of the community, which is a great community eventually, because even that particular coach is evolving and learning his own journey, his or her journey. So when you're a part of the particular community, you can leverage a lot of things. Starting off with how can you start making that initial cash flow of money. Now when I say initial cash flow of money, I'm speaking like 1,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, not more than that, because initial cash flow is what we want. So that can work like a motivating factor for us. Ki, what I'm spending, what I'm working on will eventually get huge amount of results in later days. So first step is you need to be a part of a community. Second, knowing skills that's required to help people of that specific community. When I am still a part of my mentor's community. So what do I do? When I started off my journey, I learned skills, because again that was my superpower as well. I learned skills, and I started learning the systems part of it, the tools part of it, the psychology behind it, the science behind that, the steps to it. So I started upskilling myself. Okay, this is what people need in the community, and even that was my superpower. So like, okay, this is what I want to learn. How can I do a business? Marketing. What is marketing first? Like, what's the difference between marketing and selling? How can I market myself? How can I sell? So I started learning skills. I'm skilling myself. How can I record it? What are the steps to do that? What could be the steps behind? Like, what is there? One little gap that people are failing at. What could be the mistakes what are the mistakes that I did before like starting anything? So once you're a part of the community, you are learning to speak their language. Like, okay, this is what you know. Great. Step number 2 was that. Step number 3, now help and assist your fellow members. Now, for example, if someone is struggling, now if someone has joined that particular community, very new, and you've been like for a couple of weeks now, couple of days, you can learn it. If you are great learner, a quick learner, you will be way ahead in couple of days period as well. Within couple of days, like if you're speed, and if you're hungry, if you want to make money, you're always fast. If you're hungry, Les Brown says like, you gotta be hungry, man, you gotta be hungry. Anyways, when new folks join the community of that particular community, you welcome them, you assist them, you help them, you be their accountability partners, you can be their accountability buddies, you don't have to ask them anything. You just like, okay, this is what do you want to know? Like, how can I be of assistance? How can I help you? You keep on helping them out. The more you help them out, the better your skill set is going to get. The better your knowledge is going to get. Like, I had a teacher way back in 12th grade. She said something that I'll never forget. Never forget. She was accounts teacher. I don't want to take names, but then if you're watching this, ma'am, something that stays with me till today is like that one sentence that you said. Though I used to fail in accounts, that's completely different story altogether. But then something that she said me, like, you will get better at what you're doing when you are teaching to someone. This is one thought process that all teachers hold, all coaches hold, all mentors hold. Like, if you want to help someone out, if you've got a knowledge and if you want to gain more deep, if you want to go deeper into that particular subject, go teach people, go coach people, go mentor people, go help people out, go assist people out in that specific domain. Your knowledge will be tested. The roots will go deeper and deeper and deeper. So go help people out. Don't ask for money. Stop asking for testimonials. Stop asking for the feedback. Don't do all that thing. You genuinely be interested in their journey and go there and help them out. That's a step number 3. Do it for a couple of weeks, couple of months, so that you are learning yourself. You have zero confidence in what you're doing. First of all, you have zero conviction in even asking money. You don't even have that skill now. You develop that relationship. You build that bond. Always, whenever you are talking to any new member of that community or the academy, you just think about how can I make this particular relationship a long-term relationship. You ask for money the day one, they are not going to be. The relationship is just dead there. It's just dead. Now, this is going to be the initial phase of your business world, the entrepreneurship world. If you're at a different level, this will be probably not for you. Now you're building new long-term relationships. The fourth step, after a couple of weeks or months, is now that bond is built, the credibility is established. Now the people that you're helping, they know for this guy knows what he's doing, and this guy has been helping me for like so many times. Whenever I'm called, that guy is free. That guy is responding to my answers. That relationship is built. The bond is built. Now based on that bond, now you can charge them for a session. You can charge them for a mastermind. You can say, okay, we have been doing it for too long and I deserve money for what I'm doing. Don't be don't be an arrogant person. Be very polite in asking that, because once they pay you, what is going to happen? A magic is going to happen. Once they pay you, you're going to be under more pressure, because now that you're making a first sale, they pay you something for the first time. That happened with me. When I made my first 4 sales in one call, I was so overwhelmed to get that 12,000 rupees in my bank account from 4 different people. Different members, not people, members, good friends. I was so overwhelmed to get that money into my bank account, because I have been working for 2 years and making zero amount of money. Living on jewelry, like selling my mom's jewelry, gold, and making a living out of it. Now when I got the 12,000 rupees, I was like, oh, I was so happy and overwhelmed, and it came with a responsibility. I have promised them something. They trusted me with something. They have made money. They have earned that money, hard-earned income, and they gave that money to me. How can I be more responsible and get them the results that they are expecting out of me? That's where when you start charging for your per session calls, weekly calls, monthly calls, however you want to charge it. After a couple of once you feel with enough experience, I think it'll go with the word. It'll go with the theme of the video. With the experience, now you will be in a better position to charge money. Start small. You don't charge like 10,000 rupees. You don't have conviction to do that. Start small, like charge 500 bucks first. Go 1,000, then 2,000, then 3,000, then 4,000, then 5,000. Slowly, because in the journey when you're asking, even you are learning along as and how you're going. It's like you have no conviction to sell something. Now you started gaining something. Okay, and this particular cash flow is certainly going to help you get those small equipments that you want, save that capital for your proper business, your core business like that. So that brings us to the conclusion of this particular video: how to make initial cash flow being an introvert entrepreneur in your initial phase of your journey. 4 steps. Thank you so much for making me and the video part of your day, and I am going to see you in another video.